Happy New Year. In terms of the squad, are there going to be any players back and any other issues as well?
We are going, no issues, no different issues. We are going to see tomorrow, we have more and more training. I don't think so, that anyone is going to recover, but we'll see.
Obviously players like Harry and Bruno would be a huge boost for a place like Ellen Road. I'm guessing you've not experienced it before in any way, and what are you expecting from...
No, I heard that is a big derby, a great environment, a big rivalry. But every game in Premier League is so tough for us. So it's one more game. I know that it means a lot to the fans, but we need to go there and try to win.
Ruben, I just wonder, bigger picture-wise, when you look at where the club were at post-Europa League final, 6 months on to be sixth, 3 points off the top 4 place. In the bigger picture, are you happy with the progress the team have made as you start 2026?
I think we are playing better. When we have the full squad, we are clearly attacking better. We are not being good enough in the details. We should have more points in the moment. But of course, we want always more. And we should have more points in the table.
Daniel, Ruben, Daniel Farke's Leeds now are a very different team than they were maybe 2 or 3 months ago. How difficult is this game going to be?
They have a lot of pace, and sometimes we struggle with pace. They are confident, but we prove that we can win any game in any situation, in every context. So we will try to do that again. We know that they changed the system. They have different players in front. They can. The last game they rotate the 2 players that usually are the starters. So they have good players, good manager, great environment. It's going to be a tough game.
Ruben, in terms of the rivalry, you obviously played for Benfica. You managed Sporting. Can you kind of equate that rivalry to what you will experience this afternoon?
It's different. I never experienced this one. In Portugal, it's a big rivalry. Here is the same, different environment, different culture, but the noise is going to be big. We just have to perform, but it's hard to compare different cultures, different derbies, different history. Let's just focus on the game. Is 11 guys against our 11 in the beginning, and we'll try to win.
Is it easy to do that because the noise and the intensity and the crowd will be really against your team right at the start of the game?
When you play for Manchester United, you need to be ready for everything, and you guys have the best league in the world. That every game now, and you see every week is a lot of draws. You never control, you never understand what is going to happen in the end of that week. So it's going to be tough, but it's always tough nowadays in Premier League.
Hi Ruben, we've seen Liverpool and Chelsea drop points as well this week, and it feels like your side at the halfway stage well within a chance of reaching the Champions League. Does the fact you've put yourself in such a promising position change what you're thinking this month in terms of the transfer window? Is it worth kind of pushing the envelope a little bit further to make sure you get top 4, top 5?
The transfer window is not going to change. We have no conversation in this moment to have any change in the squad. There's a process. There's an idea that is going to continue. We are near the places of Champions League, but we are near also for like 8 teams behind us. So let's focus on the next game, just that, and our focus is to win the next game.
Chris and then Samuel.
Hi Ruben. You played some very young players in the last few games, Fletcher, Lacey and Ansato. Given the hostile nature of the environment on Sunday, will that impact your selection at all?
No, of course we look to everything, but they need to be prepared. You can see the squad. It's impossible. We cannot stretch the players that we don't have in the moment. But of course, I will try to put a team that is is ready to cope with that, and then I will try to read the game and try to understand what I should do to help them to win the game.
You're confident if needed those kids can handle that kind of atmosphere?
They have to. It's a game in the hostile environment, but they need to be ready and they need to experience that. But it's going to be hard for any player, even the guys with a lot of experience. But again, we already experienced that. Bilbao last year was amazing, the sound. So it's good. I know that the feeling is completely different, but they need to be ready.
Just on Tyrone's question, have any players come and knocked on your door and asked if they could leave this month? Joshua Zirkzee?
No, none of them.
Would you expect any of them to?
No, I don't expect them to come to me to ask anything.